sure Kyle and you probably have a ton of ammunition just laying around.
I'm pretty good. I'm low on shotgun shells, I think.
Those are so cheap though, like comparatively, unless you're buying like home defense rounds or something.
I have a lot of ammunition.
He does.
I would have bet on that. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
3 bullets per gun. You have a lot of ammunition.
Like a lot of times, I don't know. I'll buy, like we did an M60 video a few months ago, and I bought enough ammo to make sure that even if there were multiple takes, I could have it, and didn't need multiple takes. So I got like 2,000 rounds of 308 now upstairs. I got my 308 rifle out today and went and plinked a little bit, and that was fun.
I have I don't know. I bought a couple. I had this idea that I wanted a lot of ammo on hand for some of the different calibers I have. So in 9mm, I've got like 1,000 rounds in what does an AK-47 shoot? Help me.
7.62 by 39mm.
Thank you. I've got 1,000 rounds of that, maybe more. 223, or I think it's literally 5.56. I've got like 1,000 rounds of that. A couple hundred rounds of 380, and a couple hundred rounds of 50 cal, all tracer.
Yeah.
And
wow, that's pretty expensive, right?
How'd that happen? Why'd you get tracer?
It was for Woody's lab, and I thought it might make for more interesting videos if I ever made videos. So
October is just a few months away.
I like the way you're thinking.
What you really want is Incendiary, though, because the tracer takes like 150 meters to like ignite, because the bullets moving so goddamn fast. But the Incendiary is what you really want.
Let me see what it is. It's not far from me.
If you show me what color the tip is.
How much is an Incendiary one?
I don't know, because I was given a lot of it about 4 years ago, and I'm still using the allotment that I was given. I was given several hundred, maybe 800 rounds of 50 BMG, mixed in Incendiary, armor-piercing Incendiary, tracer, armor-piercing Incendiary, just tracer, spotter tracer, Ralphos, slap T, little bit of everything. So I've got a lot of 50 BMG stuff. That's actually, you see that little barrel sticking up right there? That's my 50 cal back there. So I like that stuff. It's a lot of fun. I've got some 12 gauge Incendiary rounds now, and they're pretty fucking outrageous. I was shooting those out of my candy cane gun today. It's that like 8 foot tall 12 gauge. Put a big 6-power ACOG on it, and at 100 yards, I'm shooting a plate about like this offhand, and it's just explosions.
So it came in these boxes.
American Eagle?
Yeah, is that bad or good?
Fine.
Fine.
I mean, it's not.
It's fine by that. Like, it's not the worst, and it's certainly not the best.
What would you say is the best?
I'm not an expert in that, but I would get Hornady.
Oh, that's what my home defense are.
I think it was cheap. I think it was posted on some sort of sale, and I was like, oh, I'll stock up. So it is tracer, like I thought it was. And we'll open it up.
Can we see around? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Try not to tear open the box more than I have to. Here we go. Looks like this in the package.
Oh, let's see the tips.
These are the backs. I'll get them out. Oh, it looks like they're all stuck together, maybe? They are.
Okay.
So what does that tip color mean?
The backs, interesting that they're different colored in the back.
Is it just brown on the tip?
Yeah, I'd call that brown.
Okay.
Yeah. Tracer, right? I think Kyle's going to break out something with more interesting tips, is my guess.
Are those the only 50 caliber ones you've got right now?
It's the only kind I have, but I have a lot of these boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I may have exaggerated when I said I had hundreds. I don't know if there weren't that many boxes back there. There's only 10 in here, but I've got a bunch of rounds.
Enough. More than most. Yeah.
more than most, I guess. Yeah. I have the other stuff. Like I've got I'll grab one, ammo cans and stuff. This will just be a second.
Okay. Chiz, are you here? No, he's not. It's just me right now, guys. It's just me hanging out. Go over to my channel. Check me out. Like all my videos. Check out my pod. Check out the Truly Terrible.
What's your podcast called?
Truly Terrible. Check it out. Go over there. Do that. Spam the shit out of all those videos. Comment silly things and like it. And this is what happens when Woody leaves. And Chiz and Kyle. This is horse shit. This is just my podcast now. I would do things differently if I ran things around here. Oh, you bet your ass I would. Gotta be quiet now, though. Boss is coming back.
Jesus, where did everybody go?
I don't know. You know?
This
just
thing?
me here.
I went away and everybody disappeared.
This thing is legit heavy to like carry. I'm trying to prop my...
Look, Kyle's got a belt of ammunition right there, racked over the couch. No big deal.
Oh, it went too far. I've got just a lot of rounds. I think you can't see with your thing.
Yeah.
But, shit. Managing the webcam is kind of tricky. But, I don't know. I'm ready for zombies. This stuff smells bad.
How come you didn't
Smells
just
bad?
how come you didn't keep them in the boxes? Is there like any reason why?
Yeah, it's
Just
not
quicker.
a great reason, but I watched Kyle load his magazines, and it was just so much nicer. Like he had ammo cans like this, and you know, just watching him, they're so easy to grab out of a can and drop in the thing. It was like, oh, that's way better than having them all like in the plastic, and like sometimes they come in. My 5.56 came in these like stripper clips for some reason. And you get to fight like every one of them out of the stripper clip. And Kyle had a pile. It was like, pile is so much nicer to just grab and load. So that's why mine are in these things, because I envied what Kyle had. So
Ooh.
I couldn't find any with like good markings. So blue is Incendiary. I think that these.
How much is one of those blue Incendiary bullets?
I really don't know again because I've always gotten them for free.
Kyle, it's called a
I would
stripper
imagine-
clip, right? A stripper clip. That when you put them in the like a Mosin Nagant, they'd come in a clip. Is it not called a stripper clip?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is.
They're all writing stripper like I'm crazy in the chat, and I'm like, I think I have it right. It's if you make a mistake to gun people, they will tell you.
Yep.
But I think I have that right.
You could just call it a clip, but yeah, stripper clip works too.
Yeah.
I think that red and silver is probably armor piercing Incendiary. It may be armor piercing Incendiary tracer though. But in any case, it does a lot of stuff. Inside there's a steel penetrator that's really no joke. It really goes through a lot of stuff.
It makes a difference. Kyle has a thick piece of concrete on his like shooting range. And if you shoot it with a regular 50 cal versus that, you're like, oh, yeah, that it does a different thing, right?
Yeah, keeps going.
What will
in.
the regular one do to it compared to the
It'll-
powerful?
So it'll blow out a spot about this big around and about that deep. But
Half
it's
an
really like
apple.
you hit it with a sledgehammer, you know, it would just disperse the material. Just a hard impact, a punch. But the penetrator, it does that, and then that steel penetrator continues to burrow into the concrete in a way that normally, you know, lead projectiles, copper projectiles would splatter and deform. This keeps going on in, and it, you know, it burrows in pretty far, about this far, and I've dug them out with pliers and stuff, and they're pristine because that steel they're using is so hard. You can pull them out, and I've heard of people using them as like punches, you know, using the end of a punch and stuff like that. So yeah, and then the slap T rounds. I wish I had one. It's the point of it is almost like a pinprick, like it's very sharp, and I think it's tungsten. I think it's tungsten carbide. They also make depleted uranium rounds. You know, if you really,
It's really
want to
heavy,
shoot through
right?
some shit.
That's like the point of it.
I think the point is that it's really hard, dense material that penetrates well.
Isn't that what the tungsten is? Tungsten's just like a really, really hard material, right?
Yeah, they use it on like tooling and stuff. You know, on tooling and stuff.
It's an element, I think, right? Isn't it an element?
Yes.
We need Wings of Redemption for that. If you got a
Poor
metallurgy
Wings.
question, I like to refer to Wings. I think it's kind of like aluminized steel, like they use in the
Element
like
74.
flashlight. Thank you.
Element 74. Sounds like it sounds like a movie that would let you down.
While we're here discussing the element,
Element
let's
74.
see if we can disprove hell using the periodic table. I feel like that's the only.
Stop. I feel bad.
Come on, it's funny.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
There's a Wings of Redemption video where he used science to disprove hell. And I think, if I remember right, it tied into the idea of an eternal flame needing to burn atoms or something.
I recall this now.
And,
We'll just leave it at that.
Eventually, it's just all gone. No more carbon. And that's when I lost my
Magic is not on the periodic table, unfortunately.
Oh, I remember that Woody, myself, Taylor, and all of us, we were at the paintball event when that video came out. We all really enjoyed it. That was a good night. That was a good trip in general. I had a great time.